Good morning, Year 3s. So, for your writing task this morning, hopefully you've already watched the first video where we looked really closely at the painting of Tarzan. Now, I'm going to fill in with my own ideas the template behind this video, which looks at 4 of the senses, where I'm going to note down all of the things I see, hear, feel, taste, and yeah, that's it. So those 4. So you're going to see what I saw from the painting, and I'm going to put all of those ideas into the boxes. Your activity afterwards is a little bit different because you're going to get a new photograph or new painting, and then you are going to look really closely and write down what you can see, hear, feel, and touch. Now, it's not going to be the same photograph as before because otherwise I've done all the work for you, so you're going to get a brand new one. That's the key part. I will put another note for that inside the activity where the actual photo will be. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you enjoy. Okay, so this is the template that you lot are going to be using for your inspiration to track down all of your notes for the picture that you guys are going to describe. My picture I'm describing is Tarzan, so I've got Tarzan written in the middle. First things first, I've got to try and remember what I saw in the picture. So in the picture, I could see a Tarzan. I could see Tarzan as a baby. So I'm going to put a baby in brackets. And then I'm going to say I saw a large gorilla. He was walking across the fallen tree, wasn't he? And that fallen tree was the tree trunk. So the trunk is the long part of the tree. So walking across the fallen tree trunk. And it looked like they were walking over a river. So over a running river. So running is the water running in the river. Now I need to have a think about the types of things that I saw around them. I saw bark, I saw vines, I saw, let's have a look. I'm going to add some stuff here. Bark, like tree bark, vines. I saw a group of tall, dense forest. So that was the forest and the jungle with all of the trees really stuck together. They were creating a dark tower of trees, and the canopy, which is the top of the jungle, top of the trees, was all bushy and full. So a canopy is a great word because that is the top of the tree. Now the box isn't that big for me at the moment, which is a little bit tricky. So you guys might find it easier for you to do this in your book, and you can just see at the top of your book and then write down all of the things that you see inside your book and upload a photo afterwards. So what can we feel? I can feel the bark crunching under my feet as I walk. Yeah. I could feel the wet moss and maybe the dirt on the bank of the river. So the bank of the river is the edge of the river, okay? So that's a new word if you haven't heard that before. That's where the river meets the land. So that's called the bank. We also might have felt the butterflies because we saw those beautiful aquamarine butterflies buzzing and flying around. And just imagine what they would feel like if they were brushing up against you. They would be delicate and soft, and you can hardly hear them either. They're so gentle. What else could I feel? Maybe the vines and the tree, like parts of the tree, will brush up against me as I walk through the jungle. So they're brushing up against me, they're rubbing up against me. I'm just going to write us. Now I'm going to move on to smell. So being in a jungle, it's incredibly fresh. There's lots of fresh air, lots of water. running water, so it's fresh air, it's clean air, there's no pollution. Maybe we can also smell the trees. You know how some trees have a different scent, and it's a really clean scent. It smells like the outdoors. So the trees could have like a smell or a scent. And we might even smell some animals. If there are some animals around. Oopsies. Animals. And we might even smell, perhaps there'd be some amazing flowers about. So some really unique flowers for the jungle. So some particular flowers do grow inside the jungle, and they do have some amazing smells. So we can be a bit creative there and think about those sort of things. The stuff that we can hear. Now, this is something that surprised me at the end of that video. I saw all those mosquitoes. Now, mosquitoes have a particular sound, don't they? They buzz. So the mosquitoes are buzzing everywhere. Maybe we'd hear the water running down the river. And maybe we'd also hear the birds. There'd be birds chirping, especially because it was early in the morning and the sun was just coming up, which I actually forgot to write over here. Sunrise. Sunrise, that was beautiful. So the birds are chirping, the birds are waking up. Those are the sort of sounds that we're going to hear. And we'd also hear the gorilla marching. So the gorilla was marching and walking with quite a strong body, quite serious. So the gorilla was marching, so we'd be able to hear all the noises of him crunching on the ground. So that's what I want us to do today with your picture. Fill in as much as you can. There is no wrong answer because this is you imagining what it's like to be in that picture.